What qualities are you looking for to make these pictures stand out for you?
What I'm looking for is something that hits me smack between the eyes, gives me that gobsmacking feeling. Hey, I wish I'd done that or thought of that. It's there. That's what a photograph is about. Something that says, I'm different to every other photograph. That's what I'm looking for. It's impact, a real hard impact.
Obviously looking for good camera skills and digital processing, so that the basics of a good photograph are there. But what I'm really looking for is some great ideas that capture the essence of the subject piece.
I think it's visual impact, that kind of initial impact. I want to see that the students thought about composition and how they use colour, but also thought about the theme as well. I think it's really interesting to see the different directions the students have taken the theme in.
Imagination. That's all. Imagination initially.
Yes.
And then composition, and not a lot else. I'm not too worried about colour. I'm not too worried. Composition, creativity and imagination. Those things I'm looking for. Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful thing. Firstly, it enables them to display their work. Secondly, it involves them in the community. And thirdly, the whole relationship between Rotary and the students at the college is enhanced. Brilliant.
Well, Ernie, I'd like to think it was a huge advantage to the students. I mean, we're delighted to be involved in it. We not only do the photography, of course, we do other youth activities, particularly at the Frome Community College, but I'm sure that having an exhibition like this will enhance, hopefully, the students' careers in the future.
I think there's a huge benefit to this. Not only do you learn the camera skills and the Photoshop skills required to make a good photograph, but also it sparks the imagination and students can start thinking about the subject and how to interpret it in their own individual way.
Well, I think the benefits from this is an encouragement more than anything else to get youngsters to get involved in the photography scene, and this is a good platform for them to sort of push themselves off and say, hey, I want to be a photographer, let's have it as a profession, I want to go somewhere with it, and competitions like this, what the Rotary do, I think are just brilliant.
I think it's when you're a photographer, you've got to get in the habit of kind of entering competitions and try and put yourself out there, and this gets them into those habits. It gets them into habits of having their work seen, and it's really exciting, and I think the enthusiasm and the excitement's catching, so more and more students each year are entering the competition because they see the value of it. It's really brilliant as well to see that students have been out and about taking photographs and been out in the countryside with the theme of peace. They've been out to Stour Head and around the local area. It's really nice to see how they thought about it.
Ben, what do you think of the standard this year?
Very good indeed. Obviously, it was a very high standard last year, so it was a tough act to follow. But looking around, I've done my judging now. It's been hard, but the standard has been very high indeed.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm finding it quite hard to judge this, to be perfectly honest. It really is brilliant. Never ceases to amaze me.
I think the standard is particularly high this year. Students have really enjoyed the theme, I think, of peace. And technically they've tried lots of different experiments, they've tried lots of different processes, so it's really interesting. They've taken some risks as well, which is good.
How easy is it to judge?
Really hard to judge because they're so different. I love reading their comments because you can see they've really thought about it.
We had 100 entries this year. We whittled them down. To start with, we just picked out what we thought could get through. So we had about 50 entries that we thought were good enough to get through. And we had to whittle it down to 25 purely for space, but there were half of them that could have got through.
Well, Frome College is renowned for high quality creativity and artwork. I'm really pleased to see a lot of people here this evening to look at that creativity. I'm not surprised, and you're going to have a hard job deciding on the winners here this evening.
What gave you the inspiration for your picture?
I wanted to go somewhere peaceful, so I went to Stourhead because then I would get the water and the bright colours, and I chose to make the outsides black and white to emphasise the colours. Well, I did art for GCSE and really enjoyed it, and I did some photography within my art course, so I chose to do photography A-level, so I've been doing it for a year and then since September.
Well, how thrilled are you to win this?
Really, yeah.
Please.
Yep.
Well done.
I'm really pleased. It was like a massive shock to come second, but yeah, I'm really happy.
What gave you the inspiration for this?
I just wanted to go for something simple, and I thought just like the relationship between people, and so I just thought I'd just do something simple.
I'm very pleased. It's like an honour to become third, second or first, so yeah, I'm really happy with that.
What gave you the inspiration for this theme?
I just picture peace as a serenity and like a calm beauty, and layering the black and white and the colour I felt represented that, so yeah.
First, I'd like to thank the Rotary for organising this evening. For the college and for the students, it gives our students a showcase to the whole town, and to show their skill and their talent to everybody and a wider audience. That ability to present to that wider audience is a critical part of their work, and also their self-esteem, and to talk to different people about their creativity. And for the Rotary to host this event is of great importance to us at the college.